This is a crucial issue here for the Committee of the Regions because the local and regional authorities are at the front line. We don't have the choice. We are welcoming new flows of migrants, but we have also to integrate the older generations of migrants. We definitely here are in a situation where we want to reestablish the fact that we need a global European approach. And the promises that were made at the level of the heads of states and government have to be implemented. We've been saying that with my colleagues of the Committee of the Regions, whenever we've got the Commissioner coming, whenever we've got the ministers coming, whenever we have the President of the European Council, they have to implement what they have announced in September last year, 2015, with the plan for relocation of refugees. We are welcoming the refugees and the migrants as we can, but we have to have a truly global European solidarity put into force if we want to manage the issue. That is the way we will be able to integrate. By pushing for this cooperation. We need to do it on the ground, of course, and that has been said by many of you this morning, because we have to associate public authorities, civil society organizations, economic and social partners, communities of migrants, and this is only through cooperation on the ground that we can really succeed in integrating. We have obviously to try to establish this civic integration of migrants. These are the words of our rapporteur, Karl van Looven, and we will adopt this week his opinion on the issue. This needs a multi-level approach to be able to develop a comprehensive approach, both in terms in timing and in content. In timing, because we have to have a concrete policy from the very departure of the migrants from their home countries up to their arrival and the reception in their host societies. But the content also has to be quite widely approached. That is to say, to think about housing, labor market access, education, civic integration, and most of you have recalled that aspect of the things. But we have also, by thinking about this global approach, we have to think that there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Migrants are different from their backgrounds, nationalities, culture, and for us, Mayors, these are differences that we don't know. We need to know, we need to learn about it, and we need to be helped for that, because you don't integrate the same way the different cultures and the different backgrounds. And we know we need to be more assisted in that also. In doing so, and I want to thank Brando for his conclusions, to say that we have to do it also with the respect of the European values. We have to put that in the very heart of our way of doing and developing a policy. Saying that, we have to recall that it's a two-way process, rights and obligations. And to give just one example in my town, where actually I have welcomed for years all the miners that were in what was called the Calais jungle. All the miners could come to my town, 1,500 miners every year coming to my town, some established in the long term. They wanted to establish, to play cricket. So I found a place for them to play cricket. But I said to them, don't play alone. Play with the young people of my town. And now they are playing together, bridging communities together. So rights and obligations. I fully agree with you. We have to invest, because we know that this investment will be successful at the end. We know that if we don't do it, the cost will be much higher in the end. And we have to explain that to the population. This is hard. This is difficult. But we have to repeat and repeat it again. Because what we are building is really social cohesion, but we are also preventing higher risks of potential radicalization. We are investing in integration. Doing so, we are also investing in our social system, social cohesion, and our educational and health protection. Doing so, we have to be very clear in our messages and always give our messages some grounds on the facts. We have to say clearly to the people in Europe that there are migrant populations in Europe who will stay. And many of them are in very difficult situations. Some more will come. There's no need to deny it. Some more will come. And this is another fact that we still have integration to develop, to integrate older generations. It has not been achieved yet. And that we are addressing to different groups, different generations with different needs. We have to say the facts because so far we have to react and respond to populist voices using disinformation of our citizens. And we, the mayors, we, the members of the local and regional authorities, are probably the best situated to do so. But we cannot do it alone for various reasons, because we don't know all the cultures, because we don't know all the processes. But the question of funds is also critical. And we've been asking here in the Committee of the Regions for years now to give more access, direct access to local and regional authorities to European funds to better integrate. Because we cannot wait to get this access in most cases. And I remember my question to the mayor of Calais when I asked her, what is the budget to really tackle with the issue of the jungle and the flow of migrants? And the answer was, I don't know. Because simply you cannot know. You don't vote for a budget for that. You just act when you are a mayor because you have a situation to deal with. So that's the reason why, and that will be my last word, we really have to listen very carefully to mayors, members of local and regional authorities, because I strongly believe that they are really on the ground the first answer to the integration challenges. If we don't listen to them, if we don't listen to their claim, I think there is no possibility of any success on that ground. So I thank you for organizing this new forum, this new edition, the way I could hear good practices and testimonies, and I thank you for what you said.